Okay, well, out here trying to figure out some fish. Getting to be a toasty, warm, gorgeous early June day. And I had an idea of something to talk about because so far fishing ain't been much to talk about. I'm DW Verts, old school guy, and this goes back to my old school stuff and not whining or complaining, just talking. I'll be right back. There's one on the, yeah, little bitty one. Yep. Little bitty one. Pat. What made me think of this, I'm fishing spots I haven't, well, I fished a few times recently, but 40 years ago, some of this stuff was my best stuff in the world. I won a lot of money, won a lot of tournaments, had a lot of good finishes in some of these places. And it was a different world back then. And technology and techniques aside, it was a simpler world, and I was way more important back then than I am now. I am not complaining because I really am enjoying myself for the most part. Not getting to fish as much as I'd like, but you hardly ever do. Fished a lot of days of my life, so I guess whatever I can get now is just bonus. But what my idea of this is how uncool I am. I am the most uncool bass fisherman on the planet Earth. I have nothing for anybody except a few YouTube folks that just have never met me, so they don't realize how uncool I really am. 40 years ago, when I was a threat, and I was a better fisherman, fishing was everything. I was tough, and people respected that, and maybe I wasn't cool then, but there was something happened back in those days that don't happen anymore. Now, partially it's because I'm not catching fish in these tournaments, maybe. So there's no respect there. And I don't need nobody's respect, okay? Not really. Not complaining, not whining, just saying the way it is. But I have nothing to share with these folks. Really don't have much in common with them except the fishing. And barely that. A lot of them are pretty uncomfortable with my stance on the no technology. They don't say that, but I feel it. One guy did say he wished I'd shut the, beep up about it. Well, I said, well, that ain't gonna happen. He's been kind of a little standoffish ever since, I guess. But I just have nothing in common with these guys except trying to catch fish. And most of them are obviously better at it than I am. And it's just strange. I never had a bunch of people I hung around with. Never did. I had a few friends, though, in fishing. Some good friends. Right now, it's just really, one guy I fish with some. Not tournaments or nothing. Just Mike and me just go fishing sometimes. Pretty much my best friend. That's all you really need anyway. But I don't have a circle I hang out with. I don't fish any circuits. I have to work weekends. So all these guys fishing these circuits have that in common. They spend time around each other and have a lot of things to share. I don't have that. I show up for one of these Tuesday tournaments with people I don't even know their names, don't know where they live, don't know anything about their history. And a few of them are real sticks, and I know that. And they're not unfriendly for the most part, okay? They're fine. I'm not saying that either. But we have nothing to talk about. I can't talk about what I did in so-and-so tournament last weekend. It's strange, it's surreal to a degree. Because for years, this was the thing, and I was one of the dudes. And I really don't think I care I'm not one of the dudes anymore. Except I'm doing a daggum video about it. What's the deal with that? When you're fishing along and not catching very many fish, your brain kind of gets to working, you kind of get to thinking. What I'm thinking is, I may be an uncool dude, but I'm wearing cool shades. I'm wearing my Solar Bats. These are RB3s right here in mossback green. Probably the most versatile pair of glasses I've ever had in my life. Fit really well. Unbelievable durability. And yeah, you can see things with them better too. Probably the best value. Oh, well, okay, no glass in the world makes you miss a, no, whatever. What was I talking about? I missed a fish. Oh, Guys, Dr. Gary Nesty is a bass fishing optometrist. You don't beat that. These things are the real deal. Right now, Father's Day sale, 30% off. Spend 98 bucks. You get a free pair of safety glasses. And if you use my promo code, it's in the link in the description of the video, okay? If you use that, you get free shipping and handling. Super glasses, super Father's Day gift maybe for the mamas or sisters or daughters watching this. Check them out, y'all. Appreciate it. I think probably if I was weighing in more fish and maybe winning one once in a while, or winning, finishing once in a while instead of just finishing last or close to it, maybe that'd give me something to do with them, because all they see me as a donator. I used to feel sorry for those donators back in the day, but I just had more to put into it back then. This is my 6th day on the water this year. 6th full day. I mean, I'm going to spend a full day out here all year. So I can't compete with those guys. I ain't even close. I can't even pretend I'm going to compete with them. I might get lucky once in a while or something, but mostly you got to fish more than that, which I'm going to try to fish a little bit more. Joe Uncool. And I did a video like this a year or two ago. It's gotten really weirder yet. I don't know very many of them by name. I mean, I'm not, of course, the older guy, and harder to put names and faces. And there's some of them are really cool. There's a few guys that take time to visit with me, but for the most part, it's just a strange deal. I guess if I was a better fisherman, maybe it'd change that. And maybe I want that to change. Maybe I want the attention. I don't think so. I like the idea of being the come from nowhere guy who catches a bunch of fish and goes off into the sunset. Yeah, that's the guy people accuse of cheating, though. Okay, well, whatever. So y'all that watch the videos and like them, I appreciate it. There's enough y'all that know how uncool I am, though. I get the vibe. I don't care. I'm a traditional, old school bass fisherman who's out of my time. Fishing stuff that I used to fish 40 years ago and win a lot of tournaments on, win a lot of money on, and sometimes still catch a few fish. Using old school equipment. Look at that poor old reel. Pitching a plastic worm. There probably ain't nobody else like the Ozarks today pitching a plastic worm. I mean, it's not cool. It's just, I'm not cool. Man, where's my Zero Spook? Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Joe Uncool signing off. God bless y'all.